We are just over a week away from the start of June, but in Black Diamond earlier today, it looked more like winter. Conditions are similar in the Millerville area and in Bragg Creek. Today on the CTV News at 5, a high stream flow advisory is in effect for most of southwestern Alberta. Plus, Southern Albertans take part in a rally speaking out against childhood sex abuse. And in sports, the Lethbridge Bulls gear up to hit the mound.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
It's wet and it's sloppy out there, and the rivers are rising. The Oldman River and tributaries upstream from Lethbridge are getting higher thanks to that steady rainfall. It's even heavier in the mountains and the foothills. Alberta Environment says that no major flooding is expected, although there could be flooding in low-lying areas, and you're advised to use caution if you're near a riverbank. In Lethbridge, city crews have been working to keep catch basins clear. Residents are being asked to remove debris and place it on the boulevard or in your garbage cart. You should also make sure that drain pipes are extended at least 2 meters away from your home. And if you have a sump pump in your home, it's recommended you make sure it's working too. Now, a high stream flow advisory is in effect for much of southwestern Alberta and parts of southeastern BC tonight. It includes the Oldman River Basin, which covers the Oldman River and its tributaries upstream of the city of Lethbridge, and that is reported to be rising quickly. The rain began overnight. Between 30 and 60 millimeters of precipitation has fallen in the southeastern slopes. The Crow's Nest River Basin and upper portions of the Oldman have received about 80 millimeters. Alberta Environment says an additional 70 is possible in those areas through Friday. The Oldman and tributaries upstream are rising quickly and continue to be under the high stream flow advisory for the next 48 hours. No major flooding, as we mentioned, expected, and you are being advised to use caution. Again, if you're traveling near any of those rivers. The Bow River Basin includes the Highwood River, the Sheep River, Elbow River, the Bow River, and its tributaries upstream of the Ghost Reservoir as well. The lady everybody wants to talk to, Dory Rossiter.
Yeah, they want to know when the rain's going to stop. And actually, late in the day tomorrow is when we're targeting that system to really pull out of our area and start to turn the taps off. It's amazing, though, you were giving out those numbers about the rainfall in the southwest corner of the province. Yesterday, in a 12-hour period, parts of Crow's Nest Pass had 25 millimeters of rainfall. Just an amazing amount of precipitation. But the good news is an area of high pressure is trying to dig in from the south and pushing all that to the north. So I'll tell you all about it in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Dory. A Raymond area couple made their first court appearance today on a charge of failing to provide the necessities of life in connection with the death of their 19-month-old son. David and Colette Stephan declined to comment as they left the Lethbridge courthouse today. Their lawyer waived formal reading of the charges. He told the judge he's still waiting for disclosure evidence. The Stephans are charged almost a year after their son Ezekiel died from a lung infection that progressed into meningitis. Now, according to a police investigation, the couple waited 2 weeks before getting help for their son. But the Stephans say the long wait for an ambulance to get to their Glenwood home and the lack of equipment to treat a small child are partly to blame. The case was set over until June the 28th. The Chinook Regional Hospital has lost one of their own. Dr. Shane Mortimer, a surgeon at the Lethbridge Hospital, passed away suddenly on May the 18th at the age of 46. He was scuba diving at Kootenay Lake at the time. He was a scuba diving instructor. He leaves behind 2 daughters. A funeral mass will be celebrated 10:30 Monday morning at St. Martha's Catholic Church on Columbia Boulevard West. An interment will follow at the Mountain View Cemetery. Well, it's the first in what organizers hope will become a long-standing tradition across Canada. The first ever Victor Walk against sexual abuse. And today the rain didn't dampen the spirits of those who came out to advocate and show their support. Jeanette Roche reports.
For Tori Truba, it was a no-brainer to take on the job of coordinating the first annual Victor Walk in Lethbridge.
I did so because I obviously am a survivor of sexual abuse as a child, and I just really wanted to start getting my voice out there.
According to Truba, 8 million Canadians have suffered sexual abuse as a child, and that's what today's walk was all about. And despite the wet weather, Dozens came out to support the cause.
And immediately I thought, today it's the tears from heaven from all the victims from across this nation that are, raining down on us today. However, when this rain ends today, we are going to have amazing sunshine and rainbows, and it's going to be about the victors and the success.
Much with that, and I have many family and friends who've gone through it, and it's just not something you recover from that easily. So I just wanted to come out and make a statement that we need to be more aware of it, and what can we do to help stop it.
It's called the Victor Walk, an act of solidarity for those who have not only survived sexual abuse, but have also found the strength to come forward and tell others about it.
I'm tired of being silenced. I'm tired of not having a voice. And so here I am. I have a voice now. And I'm here to say it's okay to have that voice.
The movement was initiated by former NHL player Theoren Fleury, who suffered years of sexual abuse by his childhood hockey coach. Today, Lethbridge joined Fleury and thousands of others in walks across Canada to show support and advocate for victims, survivors, and victors.
The more and more people speak about it, the more and more others want to speak out about it. Then we have more and more people coming forward saying, this happened, this isn't okay, you can talk about it.
Jeanette Roche, CTV News, Lethbridge.
If you've ever been curious about the amount of calls the Lethbridge Fire Department responds to, you now have your chance to track them online. The Lethbridge Fire Department has a new interactive routing map to keep track of the calls they attend, and they're making it available online. The concept started several years ago when they used a map on the wall with pins to keep track of fires in the city. Well, they've now upgraded their system with descriptions and safety reminders and hope the public can learn from the fire incidents and understand where tax dollars are going. Everything from structure fires to rope rescue and carbon monoxide leaks will be identified on the map.
The map's been in our fire hall for about 5 years, and it always amazes me when people come in, they're amazed at how many calls the fire department actually does do in a year. And now this way they can check it whenever they want on lethbridge.ca.
Now, I checked out this afternoon, and you have to actually go to the Living Here link on the city's webpage, then emergency services, and then that will get to you to the fire and emergency section where you will find the link. We'll post it all, though, on our Facebook page. If you live in Colehurst, you can expect someone to come knocking on your door in the next few days. The town is conducting a census. Workers are going door to door asking how many people live in each home. The information is confidential and used to calculate funding from the province. It also helps the town plan for the future. If you're not at home, census workers will be leaving a card. The town is hoping, though, the residents will phone the town office or drop off the information. They expect to complete the census by the end of June. The High-Tech Center for New Commerce continues to grow. 75% of offices at Tech Connect are now filled. Obax Corporation, one of the companies operating out of the Tech Connect building in Lethbridge, launched a new product today. They've created an enhanced scientific software framework known as SciNet, which can analyze large volumes of data and an unlimited number of creating charts or visual images.
In research firms and other software companies, engineering firms, basically anywhere they need to create a new applications to solve a specific problem in their industry, then they can take our tools and basically, rather than creating their own versions of our tools, they can pick our tools and create their applications in much shorter time.
Two other companies, Fail-Proof Technologies and API Labs, have also moved into the Tech Connect facility. Lethbridge school teacher has had a pretty exciting week. Senator Buchanan elementary teacher Charlene Albright not only celebrated her birthday, but has also been appointed acting vice principal for Park Meadows School next year. To top it off, she has been named one of 20 teachers from across Alberta to receive the 2013 Excellence in Teaching Award.
It's really exciting to be nominated for an award like that, but I think the most important thing to remember is the whole environment that makes each of us look good. It's who we work with. This isn't the type of thing that one individual can do on their own.
Albright will receive her award from Education Minister Jeff Johnson at a special celebration in Edmonton this upcoming weekend. Just 1 year after they started fundraising, parents and kids in Picture Butte have raised enough money to build a new playground at the Dorothy Dalgleish School. The kids were so happy they were doing the hokey pokey this morning while waiting for MLA Bridget Pasteur to present a $40,000 Community Facilities Enhancement Grant. The Public School Betterment Society also raised a big chunk of change through generous corporate donations.
Because it is a community project, we wanted more people from the community to be involved, not just put it on the backs of the parents from the school, because we do so much fundraising for other things for our school.
Well, you know, this is kind of the hub of the community playground. There's soccer and baseball nearby, and kids from all schools play here. The campground's close by, so I think it means a lot to all the kids, and not just in Pitcher Butte.
Construction will start in August. The new playground will replace an aging wooden structure that is no longer considered safe for the kids. And the University of Lethbridge will be able to house an additional 250 students on campus next semester. The media was invited to take a brief tour of the new student residence buildings today, which is slated to open in August. Construction costs are estimated to run around $32 million. The new residence will house 259 additional beds in an apartment-style setting. The new facility, it's already booked just in time for a new school year.
You know, as a university that recruits students from all over Alberta and outside of Alberta and Canada, it's really important to have very good residences and as many residence beds as possible.
There's been a strong correlation between students that have the opportunity to partake in a residence life programming and engagement with the university and success. So by able to offer more beds to more students, we're hoping this will increase our retention and engagement with our entire student population.
Currently, residence on campus is only offered to out-of-town students. Coming up, we're going to tell you the story of how one teenager lost over 100 pounds just by walking. Dory's got weather on the way.